And now to the latest on the arrest of a member of the Arizona Cardinals for alleged domestic violence. We begin our coverage with Mike Watkis and the latest on Jonathan Dwyer's arrest and release from jail. Mike?
Yeah, Carrie, we're just outside the scene of the alleged crimes, the South Phoenix apartment complex that Jonathan Dwyer shared with his wife and his young son. We knocked on the door today. No one opened up, but a man inside shouted out that Jonathan Dwyer would comment at the appropriate time on these domestic violence charges that he now faces.
Do you have anything to say, sir? Any comment?
What do you have to say to your fans?
Cardinals running back Jonathan Dwyer facing a media gauntlet as he emerged from the 4th Avenue jail early this morning.
Jonathan Anthony Dwyer.
And your date of birth?
7/26/1989.
This after the 25-year-old football player hauled before a jailhouse judge and charged with multiple criminal counts, including assault against both his 27-year-old wife and their toddler son. This police report spells it out, saying in late July, Dwyer and his wife at their South Phoenix apartment were in a verbal argument, during which Dwyer attempted to kiss her and remove her clothing. She repeatedly said stop, and then bit Dwyer's lip to stop the advances, at which point Dwyer allegedly headbutted her in the face, fracturing a nasal bone. Neighbors of the couple called police, but Dwyer then allegedly hid in the bathroom. As the wife told officers, Dwyer wasn't there.
The defendant was hiding in the home and had told his wife that if she alerted the police to what this defendant had done, that he was going to kill himself in front of her and their 18-month-old child.
According to the report, the very next day, Dwyer punched his wife on the left side of her face with his right closed fist, began punching the walls, and then picked up a shoe and threw it, striking their 17-month-old son in the stomach.
When you're looking at this defendant, Judge, he has a lot of money, and therefore a higher bond is somewhat more appropriate.
Prosecutors asking for a $60,000 cash bond for Dwyer, but in the end, the judge releasing the football player on a $25,000 bond, along with electronic monitoring and absolutely no contact with the alleged victims, his wife and his son.
You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim for any reason?
And with that, Dwyer released from jail this morning, and after saying he would never hurt his child and will play football again, he got into a cab and sped off. Yeah, and we can tell you that Jonathan Dwyer is scheduled to be back in court at the end of the month, and of course we will continue to monitor this very high-profile story. Throw it back to you.
Mike, thank you. And the Arizona Cardinals have wasted no time in making a decision on the immediate future of Jonathan Dwyer, and all eyes on the Cards' leadership. Ting Ring joins us now with that part of the story. Tim?
Carrie, a day after deactivating Jonathan Dwyer, the Cardinals today shut him down for the season by placing him on the reserve non-football illness list, I should say. But they will, from here, let due process play out. Bruce Arians today saying if and when Dwyer is exonerated, he will welcome him back. To his credit, Arians took every question today head on.
Because we are very, very sensitive to this issue. And, you know, Michael and I and Steve talked immediately and thought that was the best course of action, was to make him inactive, and then today be able to put him on NFI immediately and let the court system handle the rest, and we move on as a football team.
Cardinals move on by signing Jalen Parmalee, who was with them during training camp. They also released Chris Rainey today off their practice squad. Rainey has his own history of domestic abuse allegations. Tim Ring, 3 TV.